So, my third wild camp. Somewhat different this time. The views behind me. There you go, Pendle Hill. Slightly blowy night, but clear sky. And I've set up my new tent. Tell you a bit more about that later on. But hopefully that will be a little more robust in windy conditions. And over there, the sun is making its way towards the horizon. I've no idea what the sound quality is like this time because it's windy, but at least you can see the sunshine on this lovely day at the towards the end of April, 21st of April. I've got the tent up, I've got everything inside. I'll just sit here and watch the sun for a bit longer. I haven't seen anybody, so I think I'll be alright here. It's the first time, but you never know. So what I have seen though are some deer, and they seem to run away from me before I can get my camera switched on. But if I get a chance to take a picture of or video of some of the deer, I'll share that with you later on. Okay, I'll tell you a bit more when I'm set up. Okay, so this is my new Optimus two-person tent. There we go. Have a look around. You put the footprint down first, and then the poles, which fit into the footprint. So you've got a frame, and then you can put the fly sheet over the top if it's raining, or if not, you can erect the inner tent which hangs off the frame and then put the outer tent over the top. It's the first time I've set this tent up. If you've got any tips as to how I've made a better job of it, then please let me know. So it is a bit blowy, but it's going to be dry tonight, so I think I'm more going to have to do with it's a flappy tent. Right, there's my Osprey Exos Pro 55 rucksack, which I bought, replaced the one I had before. It was a lot lighter, and you can probably see that I've not brought the alcohol stove this time. I've brought my new jet boil, which I'm going to try for the first time. It's expensive, but eBay sent me a voucher for £50, so I put that towards the jet boil, which made it a little more affordable. And then sticking out of the front pocket, you can see my meal for this evening, which is going to be vegetarian sausage, potato and mushroom casserole, heated up using those little hot bags I showed you in my first video, but I'll be doing that a bit later on. Put back in there for now, and I don't think you can see very much in here. Before I fill it up with stuff, it's a good space, and I'm 6'3", so I do need a two-man tent. Probably will end up lying diagonally across it to make sure I've got my feet and head well away from the sides. As you can see, I've sheltered myself behind this wall, so that should help. And I'm going to enjoy this sunset this evening as it goes down over what's called Easington Fell. That's where I am now. Over this way is the beginning of Brindleton Fell. And that's where I saw the deer running straight into there away from me. Let's just have a quick look at that sunset again. So it's on its way. Won't be long. Tent's up. I had first go with my my jet boiler. My God, it's fast. I was setting everything up to make this video. It already boiled the water, but it does make a noise, and there's no nice flame. So tonight we're lit by the sun. rather than the campfire, or alcohol fire should I say. I've got one of these Nescafe 2-in-1 things here, which is it's alright. It's hot, wet. And tonight I've got again one of these meals, MRE meals. You saw in the last video the final stages of it cooking, but if you've not seen them before, then the food's in here, cooked. In fact, you could eat this cold. Okay, so that's, you know, if something goes wrong, you have got a meal, whatever happens. But if you pop it into this bag with just a little bit of water, cold water, just to fill to that level, this white sachet in here gets very hot and boils the water and fills the bag with steam. I think you saw that in my first video. And that steam then heats the contents of the bag in about 12 minutes and gives you a lovely hot meal. All you need is some implement to open the bag. Last time you and I saw me struggling to try and do it with my hands, as directed on the instructions. That didn't work. Had to use a knife. And then you need a nice long spoon, because it's quite a big bag and you've got to get to the bottom of it. But there's quite a wide selection of food. It's not cheap, but I'm not going to go camping every day. So for the days I do go while camping, I'm going to use these. It saves no utensils, no dirty pans, no condiments, oil, all the other stuff. A warm meal in a bag, ready in 12 minutes. Now, I'm just going to turn the camera around because we're just about to get the last few rays from the evening sun. There it is, just popping down behind the hill. I mean, it'll stay light for quite a lot longer. And in fact, you might have noticed from the last video, this iPhone is very, very clever at maintaining a good picture, even in low light. When I went back to look at the video from last time, it looked like it was still daylight when I was talking at the end, but in fact it had got quite dark by then. But anyway, there we go. There goes the sun. For another day, and hopefully it'll be back, and that will be back to see it in the morning. So I'm just going to have a coffee, and then I will cook the meal. And if you've not seen it do its job before, that little bag thing, I'll show it to you, because it is a good tip. Dehydrated meals are lighter, and they're okay, but they never seem to take up enough moisture in my mind. It always seems to be slightly chewy, and I'm not sure what that's doing to my insides, where this meal is probably overcooked because it's been cooked once and now it's been warmed up again. So, but like some casseroles, better warmed up the next day, tastes a bit better, who's to say. Anyway, let me finish my coffee before it gets cold, and I'll come back and show you what I'm doing with the meal. I must get one of these clickers for turning the phone off. I keep having to reach across and do this manually. It's not very professional. So, let's see if this has worked. Yeah. That's a good hat as well. Let's try some. Oh, it's tasty. Oh, it is tasty. Very nice. Okay, so I'm not paid to advertise these things. I want to say, I watched a load of videos by Paul Messner. He's been around the block a few times on this wild camping lark. And most of the kit I've bought has been based on his recommendations. I mean, he does keep changing his mind, but every now and again he does a sort of retrospective review and decides on reflection which one was the best. And his recommendation has been very good. So, if like me you're starting out, you can really save yourself a lot of heartache by watching their videos. I'm still making mistakes, but at least I've avoided a lot more by listening to what he had to say. He's got a website, but I mainly watch him on YouTube. And he's quite prolific. I mean, normally there's at least one a week, sometimes several a week, on different topics. And I don't mind mentioning him because, to be honest, without his help, oh look, there's a sausage there, look at that. I would have made loads of mistakes. Okay, so Paul, many thanks. Right, I've finished my tea. I'm going to listen to a couple of podcasts. It is a very clear night. I can already see the moon. And so I'll try and get a couple of pictures of the stars tonight for you. And then hopefully I'll see you in the morning. I hope you've enjoyed joining me on my third wild camp. So, I'm in bed. I've kept my fleece on tonight, and I've got a Rab sleeping bag and a liner, my merino wool thermals on, this fleecy thing which has got a hood if I get chilly, my thermarest mat and pillow, and I think my tent's looking pretty tidy. Some nuts in case I get hungry, my watch is on charge, and some other stuff down there. And I've got my cook set in the front vestibule. Ventilation seems pretty good. Hopefully I won't get any condensation. I'm going to listen to a couple of podcasts, and then I'm going to get some sleep. So I'll see you in the morning. Okay, so another clear sky and cold night. I managed to stay warm in the end. Here's my sunrise this morning. There it is, just rising over the forest. And the view this morning. Sort of a cloud, but clear skies. Lovely. So my stuff all packed up, and apart from a bit of crushed dead bracken and grass, I've tried to leave no trace. There we go. All my rubbish packed away. So until next time, thank you for watching the video, and I hope you've found it interesting. Okay. Bye for now.